Welcome to Fall in Line Podcast. If you guys could please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. That's where the magic happens, right behind me. Enjoy the show. Welcome back to another episode of Fall in Line Podcast. I am your host, Ross. I'm here with my co-hosts, Austin and TT. Fellas, another week in the books. How are we feeling about our teams? Actually, let me start because I am pissed about my team. This team right here almost didn't have the helmet up here this week because they are playing like trash. I'm fed up with it. The fan base is fed up with it. The coaches are fed up with it. The players are fed up with it. But nothing's changing. So that's my rant to start the video. I'm sorry I came in so hot, but I had to jump the gun there because I am pissed as a Lions fan. How you guys feeling?
I do not blame you because I'm just as mad. I mean, when we bench a Pro Bowl starting quarterback when he's healthy, we just need to get an offensive coordinator in there, somebody that can play call, somebody that can put him in a position to win because our defense can't get us to win every single game. Come on, Bill. We need an offensive-minded guy in there.
Matt Patricia sucks.
You guys sound mad this week. You sound real mad this week. I'm pretty happy. I said it last week. I'm going to say it again this week. 10 brings some energy to my team. He does. You've seen it last week. The defense wanted to play. He was hyping Isaiah Simmons up before the game. During the game, he got the pick six. He was hyping everyone else up. The offense was clicking. Kyler Murray and D-Hop had the connection going without even practicing with each other this season. I'm excited for the rest of the season. My boy is back.
Yeah, they're decent. They helped me out a lot in fantasy because I started D-Hop and Andy Dalton, and that dude went off. Andy Dalton had a game against that defense.
Yeah.
I mean, through the interceptions, but yardage-wise and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's how we're feeling about our teams. I'm upset. You're upset. I kind of want to bounce off what you were saying about the Mac Jones situation. I don't agree with that switch either. I don't know why. I mean, I know we were texting during the game, and it felt like the first few drives, Mac Jones, it felt like there was going to be a change. You could kind of feel it. You could sense it from the crowd noise when they were chanting for Zappy. I don't agree with it. Obviously, a player is going to be rusty when he comes off of being injured and not playing for a while.
Yeah.
I think they should have let him ride it out, and I think Bill needs to come out and squash it all and name a starter for the rest of the season right now. He needs to say Mac Jones is our starter, and that's going to be our starter for the rest of the year. That's what I would do if I was in this situation because the fan base is so torn right now. You hear one fan over here saying Mac Jones. You hear the fans that are chanting Zappy's name with signs. It's just it's going to get ugly if they don't figure something out here.
Yeah, Mac hasn't done anything to lose his job. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, and you can see a team so used to winning games with Tom Brady. You can see it kind of backfiring on Mac Jones right now that he was hurt, came in the game, played 2 drives. I mean, come on.
That fan base is begging for another Brady. That's not going to happen all the time. But Brady is an insane story that is not going to be replicated by anyone. Mm-hmm. So the fan base needs to just let it go. But yeah, I just had to chime in on that because I couldn't believe that. And then it showed last night. They got beat up by a very bad. They played a good game, the Bears, but they're not a great team.
They're bad.
All right, moving on. That was our longest rant so far about our teams. I don't know if we've had 2 of our teams at the same time really often. But let's move on to our pick'em. Austin, you didn't have a very good week. You went 7-7, which for you is very rare. I went 9-5, and if you guys have noticed, I said Austin's record and my record first, meaning finally off of the goose egg is TT down there, who finally won the belt with a 10-4 record.
We had to give him one. We felt bad.
Finally knows what it feels like. Go ahead. Yeah, flaunt it. So now we got 3 over here, 3 over here, 1 down there, but that's 1 in a row, which is a new record for you.
All I want to say is I told you guys last week that I just wanted you guys to, get a win or 2 under your belt. I gave you 3 each.
We got 3.
Well, I gave you 3 each. Now it's, I'm sorry, but, the GOAT is here. Can't do that this week. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah. Can wear it.
There we go. The GOAT is here this week, so it's going to continue. I'm sorry, guys. You had a great season. But,
Yeah, I'll be back. I'm not worried.
Sorry.
Bouncing back this week. As far as our comment locks, no one hit their lock this week. We had 0 comments hit, unfortunately. Hopefully this week we can get more comments. And because I'm saying that right now, please, if you're watching the video, like, comment, subscribe. Leave your comment in the section. You comment down there and get one right. You're entered into a raffle here. We did tweak the rules a little bit here because we're not getting as much participation as we thought. We're going to do every person that comments down there. If they get it right, your name is entered into the raffle that amount of times. Yeah. So you get 3 right, your name's in there 3 times. 3 weeks in a row, your name's in there 3 times. It just ups your chances of winning the raffle. And again, that's for a $50 Amazon gift card for right now. Later on in the year, we might add some gifts. I might add some of my own in there in the raffle, but we'll keep posted. But again, like, subscribe right now. Stop what you're doing. Like the video, subscribe the video, share the video. We need all the love we can get. We love you guys. Thank you to the people that do support. We'd like to, spread the word a little bit more and take this to the next level.
Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets, tell your ghost in your house. Tell everybody.
Tell everybody. Your pets and your ghosts in your house.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So, moving on. We're going to do a new segment this week. This week we're going to go, because it's the trade deadline coming up, we want to list some players that we think might be traded at the deadline and where we think they might go. So I'll go ahead and start that off. I'm going with Bradley Chubb after I'm seeing what was released today, saying that, if the Broncos lose another game, there's a strong possibility he will be moved, and they're just going to, I'm not going to say they're going to rebuild because they just spent $235 million on a quarterback, but it does look like they are going to move on from Chubb, from what the rumors are saying, which is all we can go off of at this time. And I actually have his landing spot as being the Rams.
Yeah.
I think the Rams are a good landing spot for him because you can see how bad they're missing Von Miller. Mm-hmm. You can see, and you see what Von Miller is doing. I think they need that presence over there. I don't think defense is the worst part of their team right now. I think that offensive line is struggling a lot. But I think anytime you can get a player like Chubb on a team that's trying to turn it around and, defend their Super Bowl, I think you go out and do that and you make that decision. And they've already proven enough times they don't really care about draft assets. Yep. So that's mine. Bradley Chubb to the Rams. You heard it here first. Breaking news. Just kidding. I have no inside sources.
You go ahead.
Oh. Mine is going to be Brandon Cooks, wide receiver for the Texans. The Texans are 1-4-1 right now, not doing much. They do have a good running back to build around, but I think they need to get back some key pieces that they can build around. Maybe continue to build that offensive line up a little bit. A couple places I can see him going are the Titans, who are 4-2, who their first round wide receiver went out for the season, and Robert Woods and Cooks played together in LA, so I think they could come back together and give Tannehill some weapons over there.
Yeah, they got that chemistry.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yep, I like that.
Yeah, and then the other team I can see him going to, obviously the Giants, who are playing out of their minds right now, don't have a lot of weapons on wide receiver weapons, so I can see him going there and giving them some speed.
Yeah, I'm going the wide receiver route too this week. I'm going to go with Chase Claypool. Everyone's seen the reports. Packers look like they want to be all in on Chase Claypool. Why not? I mean, the Packers need help on the offensive side of the ball big time. They don't have a wide receiver that they feel fully confident in, it seems like. It just, he would fit the offense. He's what they want. He's what Rodgers likes to throw to. Yeah. He can go deep. He can make a nice physical catch. He's in an offense where I really don't think passing game is strong at all. So if you put him on a team like Green Bay, it's a chance where he's gonna shine, I think. So
he's quickly gonna get passed up by Pickens on that offense.
Exactly.
In Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So I think he's gonna land with Green Bay, or like you said, the Giants need a wide receiver too. So I could see him possibly landing somewhere like the Giants, maybe. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's move on. Let's move on to the new week here. Let's start out with the Thursday night game, which is probably one of my favorite Thursday night matchups in a while. The Thursday night matchups have been slacking a little bit, but let's start out with the Ravens at the Buccaneers. Ravens favored by 1.5 in this game.
I'll go first, and I'm going to pick this bad boy up because
Oh, that's the quickest hammer we've
I'm
ever
going
had.
Baltimore -1.5, lock of the week. I think that offense is too good in the way the Bucs played last week. They just looked awful. I mean, one of the best run-stopping defenses, and you let up 150 yards to a team that just lost their number one running back. So I think that Lamar has a field day against that offense.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ravens too. The Buccaneers look in shambles right now. I'm not necessarily. I've never seen Brady lose games like this. I don't know if you guys can recall a time you've ever seen him under 500.
No, the tempo was set when Mike Evans dropped that ball.
Dropped that ball. I mean, the whole team just isn't there. Give me the Ravens, and I think they do win it by. I mean, they just lost to Carolina by, what was it, 18?
Yeah, you got.
Yeah, I think that spread covers pretty easily this week. I like the Ravens.
I'm gonna go the opposite. Actually, I think the Buccaneers got slapped in the face, publicly embarrassed, and I think that they're gonna defend their home turf here. I think that I always like primetime matchups at home, and we say it every week. And I don't know, Brady is Brady. It's a primetime game. He's embarrassed. The competitor he is, I don't see him, continuing this route. And I think this is a huge turnaround game for them. And I'm going Buccaneers in this game. All right, let's move on to Sunday. And it's not a noon game. It's actually an earlier game in London with the Broncos at the Jags. The Jags favored by 2.5 in this game after their heartbreaker against the Giants. I'm going Jags in this game. I think the Jags are the better team. I think that the Broncos are just. I think that they're going to lose and they're going to trade Bradley Chubb. I think that's what's going to happen. Something's got to change. I tried to predict it last week that they were going to, once they lost, that they were going to flip the house and everything like that. Didn't happen. I think that it's coming soon and that water's boiling and it's about to boil over.
Yeah, I'm going with the Jags as well. It just seems that Broncos just can't keep a running back healthy. I mean, Mike Boone went out and he didn't travel to London with the team. Who knows what we're going to get out of Wilson as he's still battling an injury as well. And I just think that Jags team's a lot better than people think. Solid defense. ETN now has a huge role in that offense, and I think that he takes advantage of that with his former college teammate.
I'm gonna go opposite of you guys. I'm gonna take Denver. They gotta win. They need a win. They have to play with their hearts on the field. I mean, they really do. I think Hackett knows he needs a win. I mean, he could be riding the pine here soon. Like you said, Chubb, if he wants to stay in Denver, he's gonna have a big game too. So give me Denver this one. I think they just have so much.
I don't know if he wants to stay in Denver.
I mean, if he wants to, he's got to have a big game. But you don't know. I don't know his mindset either. Denver's got to win. So give me Denver.
Yep. All right. That's kind of. I like it, but we'll see. Panthers at Falcons. Falcons favored by 4.5 in this game. Yeah. Emotional win for the Panthers. A game that no one, including us, counted them in. I thought they were going to get blown out. They did not. But yeah, I would like. What's your guys' thoughts on this one? The Panthers have I have a different view on the Panthers right now.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with. Give me ATL in this one. I think every once in a while a bad team can pull. A blind squirrel can find a nut every once in a while. And I think that's kind of what happened last week with the Panthers.
But they did. It is a quarterback change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, PJ Walker, I watched him also play awful.
Yeah.
So, give me ATL in this one. They haven't been playing awful football this year, so I like them.
I'm going with the Panthers in this one. I mean, what they just did against one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the league, I think they come out and all of them were playing with the chip on their shoulder. They just not gave away, but they just traded away one of their best offensive weapons. So I think that they're all kind of, like I said, playing with the chip on their shoulder. PJ looked good last week, 16 for 22 with 2 touchdowns. And I think they find a way to win in Atlanta.
I'm going to go with the Falcons in this game. I like the Falcons at home. I like Mariota running that offense. I am very impressed with the Panthers' win. I do think that them getting rid of McCaffrey and then everyone counting them out because of that, saying that they were tanking and moving on, and then they come out there and rip off that win against the Buccaneers. I do like the heart that they played with. I just think that they might have a little bit of a setback now that they got that emotional win. Yeah. So I'm going with the Falcons. All right, Bears at Cowboys. Cowboys favored by 10. I watched the Bears last night. It was very impressive. Their run game is extremely impressive.
It is.
I don't think that's going to be enough to beat the Cowboys. Dak had what he called his warm-up game against the Lions, which was extremely disrespectful. But, so Dak had that warm-up game. I think he's going to be settled in. And I got Dallas winning this game fairly easy.
Yeah, give me Dallas too. I almost took this one as my lock this week, but I'm going to pass on it. I think they pull it out. Like you said, all Chicago can really do, I feel like, is run the ball. The passing game, I mean, Fields had a couple nice throws here and there last night, but still, I don't think the passing game is anywhere close to being ready to play. So give me Dallas. I think the defense stops the run, and the offense is starting to click for them lately. Dak's back, so we'll see how he does.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cowboys as well. One key piece that the Cowboys have that New England did not have was Micah Parsons, and I think they're going to put a spy on Justin Fields, something that we didn't do for some reason, and they send the blitz on him, and you're going to see Justin Fields on his back a lot this game. I'm going with the Cowboys.
All right, Dolphins at Lions. Dolphins favored by 3 in this game. And I'm going to do a little bit of reverse psychology here against my own team. Give me this hammer. This is my lock of the week. I got Dolphins -3 in this game. It's my lock of the week. I've watched the Lions closer than probably anyone who's watching this podcast. And I can tell you right now they're playing with no heart. Defensively, they stepped it up a lot. Okuda, shout out to you, 15 tackles at a cornerback position.
Insane.
Yeah, you're my guy, Okuda. Jared Goff needs to be better, and if he's not better, we're going to lose this game by a lot more than 3 points.
Yeah, I like your lock. Miami. I mean, they didn't look too good against Pittsburgh, but like you said, you guys are playing with no heart right now, which is crazy because Dan Campbell is straight heart when it comes to coaching, which surprises me. You guys started off so hot, and then I don't know if injuries have started affecting you. What about Monroe at St. Brown?
He was in concussion protocol because of the new rule because of Tua. If a ref sends you to the sideline, you're automatically out for the game. Mm-hmm. So since he got sent to the sideline, he had to go through the whole protocol, and he was out for the game no matter what.
Okay, so I mean...
But he didn't have a concussion.
So he's playing, assuming...
Yeah, he didn't even have one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it really makes much of a difference. I still think that offense with Miami knows how to get downfield and at least get 3 points close to almost every
That -3 is a little iffy, though.
Yeah.
Someone knows something.
This could be a trap game. You never know. I mean, I'm getting hit with those trap games every week, and I have
someone knows something. Yeah, -3 is a little.
But I still, just in my mindset, I'm taking Miami this week.
Yeah, I think it has to do with how bad the Dolphins looked in the second half of that game last Sunday night. But I'm still going with the Dolphins. Those first couple of drives the Dolphins have, I thought it was going to be just an absolute blowout. Mm-hmm. They just marched down the field so easily. Tua was getting the ball out of his hands, just like he said he wanted to do. Most of it was flying down the field. So it depends what Dolphins team shows up. If the Dolphins team from the first half show up, it could be an ugly game. But if that Dolphins team from the second half show up, the Lions have a legitimate chance to win this game. Yeah, still going Dolphins.
All right, Cardinals at Minnesota. Minnesota favored by 3.5 in this game. You want to start, Austin? Or you want me to start?
Go ahead, Austin.
Yeah, I'm back on the Cardinals bandwagon after slandering them last week and seeing how that offense did with D-Hop. I think Kyler Murray finally has an option to throw the ball and just chuck it up. If he's scrambling in the pocket and know that Hopkins will come down with the ball. So I'm going with Arizona on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals as well. I do think D-Hop brings a whole different, gear to that offense. Honestly, there was a few times where he was open still and Kyler didn't throw it to him in the first few drives. D-Hop could have had close to 200 yards in that game, honestly, if they would have just kept feeding him. I feel like every time they wanted to get him the ball, they got him the ball, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
So I'm going Cardinals in this game. Vikings have a struggling secondary, so.
Yeah, I was to go off of that. The Vikings secondary struggled a lot this year. They've given up some leads almost this year. They almost gave up a lead to the Bears, which is very surprising. And you've almost given. I mean, they came back against the Lions, but still, the first half of the game, first three quarters,
dominated that entire game.
The Lions should have won that game. The Vikings are 5-1 right now, I believe, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Their wins are a Packers team who can't get anything going. You got the Lions, Bears,
struggling.
Dolphins without first string or second string quarterback,
struggling.
And then the Saints, who are honestly banged up too.
Yeah.
They got blown up by the Eagles, and now I think you're facing a Cardinals team that's hopefully catching fire. Our defense has been hot for about 3 weeks straight. I know we the passing yards last week, but we had the INTs. Give me Arizona.
All right.
That's me being biased again. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I don't ever expect you to pick against them. Raiders at Saints. Raiders favored by 2 in this game. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah. I'm going with my Saints in this one. I think Jameis comes back and leads the team to a dub. They still are questionable so far, the wide receivers, but if they do play, look for that offense to fly up and down the field.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Raiders in this game. Raiders looked really good last week. Mm-hmm. That was a good game for them. I think they're starting to gel finally. Josh Jacobs has been arguably the best running back in the league the past 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. His stats were insane. I saw he has like 6 touchdowns the last 3 weeks or something crazy like that. It's something wild. I don't know if it's that exact stat, but he's been playing like one of the best running backs in the league the past 3 weeks. And they got Devontae Adams, they got Derek Carr, they got Waller. I mean, that's a good team. So I expect them to win this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Raiders this week too. The Saints are just having problems, I feel like, on that field right now with injuries and who do you want to play, Dalton or Winston? You don't know. I think their defense is definitely struggling a little bit too also. But give me the Raiders in this one. They are really starting to click. Josh Jacobs, again, last week over 100 yards. Was it 2 or 3 touchdowns? The Adams-Carr connections seems to be there again. And then, like you said, they got too many weapons around, man.
Yeah, they're starting to gel.
Yeah.
They are starting to gel. All right. Let's move on. Let's go Patriots at Jets. Patriots favored by 1.5 in this game on the road after that showing last night. TT, why don't you go ahead and start? Because I don't know which direction I'm going just yet.
I do. I'm going to go with the Pats this week. Bill Belichick doesn't lose many back-to-back games ever. I know I've said that because he had Tom Brady also, but the Jets' offense isn't all that good. I mean, I've been watching them play, and their defense is really what's kept them in the games. But the Pats' offense, I think, is better than the last couple of offenses that they faced and why they picked up some of these wins. So give me the Pats this week. And I think Mac Jones, I think you're going to get your wish, man. I think he's going to have a nice game.
Yep.
You guys know I've been huge on the Jets this year. I keep telling everyone they're a better team than people think, and I keep riding with that. I do think that they lose this game, though. I think the Patriots, like we just said, they had an embarrassing game last night.
Yeah.
I think Bill Belichick made it pretty clear that there's definitely a conversation around that quarterback position. I think that it's going to be Mac Jones. I won't go into that rant again. I think Mac Jones is the pick. He's a Pro Bowler. So I'm going to go Mac Jones playing this game, and I'm going to go him having a big game and winning this game on the road.
Yeah, I'm going with the Pats as well. I think if Bill Belichick was a smart man, he would put Mac Jones back in the captain on offense and make him get his job back because we need it. I mean, as soon as Mac Jones came out of the game, you could tell the whole self-esteem of the team just went down. Like, that's just something you don't do. You don't take the captain out when he's fully healthy and put in a QB that was drafted in the 3rd round that still is questionable and made some questionable throws, and it just didn't make any sense to me at all.
And it was a crappy night out, too. Like, why would you
Yeah.
go with the sure thing when it's raining and such? I don't know. It was a weird decision, but, Bill's always got his reasonings.
I think Bill was kind of just sitting him because he knew we had the Jets coming up, and he wanted to give him a little bit of extra time to heal up. So look for him and Damian Harris to come back, and let's get a good win.
All right. Steelers at Eagles. Eagles favored by 11 in this game, which I know the Eagles are the best team in football right now.
That's insane. That's insane.
But 11 points is insane. I'm picking the Eagles to win the game, but 11 points is pretty wild. I will say fans are getting a little uneasy with the decisions that rookie Kenny Pickett is making. He's made some pretty dumb decisions last week. Threw away that game twice last week against the Dolphins. So I know that there's a little bit of question there. He's a rookie. He's going to figure it out. I think he has to learn the athleticism and the quickness of the NFL level, and that he can't just squeeze throws in there. But yeah, I'm going with the Eagles in this game. 11 is huge, but I wouldn't be shocked if they covered that.
I don't think I'd be shocked either if they covered it. I got the Eagles. I think they do win it easily in this game. Like you said, they're the best team in football right now. They're the only undefeated team we have left. Pittsburgh's questionable every week. You don't know. They either get blown out or they keep a game and ruin a spread for some people. I think that this game, the spread, obviously you don't touch an 11-point spread, but I still think the Eagles pull away with this one pretty easily. I don't know if the defense is going to be able to stop Jalen Hurts running, because I still believe TJ Watt is out. I don't know yet.
Yeah, he's still out.
Yeah, he's still out, so.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about him practicing or anything. All right.
Yeah, so like I said before, it's not often that we have an undefeated team in the league. But I'm going with the Eagles. They're just a much better team.
Going against Dipsy do.
Yeah, I think that Eagles defense is just too good, and then that offense as well, with all the weapons they have. I can definitely see them covering that 11 points.
All right, let's move on to the late afternoon games. Starting out with the Titans at the Texans. Titans favored by 2 in this game. And go ahead. Here it is.
Titans are getting it together.
Yup. There we go. Hammer, baby.
Henry is back. King Henry is here. I'm not sure if we got Ryan Tannehill back. I know Malik Willis stepped in.
He came back in that game.
Did he come back?
He only missed one drive.
Okay, cool. Tannehill's not playing bad at all. I like the Titans. I think they win this one. The only thing Houston really has going for him, I feel like, is Dameon Pierce, who's a really nice back. Young stud back. But like I said, Titans, they're putting it together. I like it. Give me that lock. Make it 3 in a row. For locks, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm going with the Titans as well, and kind of like you said before with Chubb, I think that the Texans lose this game and then they look to ship Cooks. And who do they ship it to besides a team that they just played? So I think the Titans win this game, and that's about it.
Yeah, I'm going Titans as well. They had a little bit of a scare with Tannehill, as you mentioned, but I think that they're just the better team. I think they can rely on their run game again. Can't rely too much on their passing game, but they'll be all right. They'll be able to throw a little bit here. But yeah, I'm gonna go Titans on the road. And did we even talk about our locks? Did I even give you guys a shout out for hitting your locks?
No.
You hit your lock. You hit your lock. I did not hit my lock. You picked Chiefs.
Yep.
And then you picked
Arizona.
Cardinals, and I picked the Packers, who let me down. So I had to slide that in there. I completely missed it. I apologize, boys.
I didn't even realize you talked about everyone else missing.
Yeah,
but you didn't give
I was being a sore loser, I guess, because I was the only one that missed.
I'm catching up to him.
All right, Commanders at Colts. Colts favored by 3 in this game. I'm going Commanders.
Yeah, I'm going Commanders too.
I like the Commanders in this. I like like I said it last week. I said Wentz being out is not what people think it is. It's not bad. I mean, Heineke can win games, dude. He had some great throws last week against the Packers. That one to McLaurin was insane.
Him and McLaurin have a connection.
I'm going to be interested to see this game, though. I might actually tune into this game because Sam Ehlinger is playing for the Colts this week. They benched Matt Ryan. They said it's injury / we need a new starter. So as of right now, their plan is to play Ehlinger for the rest of the year. That was the plan. They said Matt Ryan healthy or not. I was reading on Twitter that they're moving on right now.
I think you have to.
So I'm going Commanders in this game, but it's going to be a very interesting game of some quarterbacks that are really trying to win a position.
Yeah, for sure. I'm actually going to go Colts. Sam Ehlinger was nice at Texas. I liked him at Texas a lot. You're looking at Chase Young, and I know when I was watching the Packers warm-ups, they're talking about how he should be back this week.
He's going to be back this week.
So he'll be back this week, and I could see him chasing down Sam Ehlinger, maybe a little bit of read option, but still, I think he's be too focused on one person, and then Ehlinger who can run, Taylor who can obviously run. One of them's going to keep that ball and take off and have a nice game. Give me the Colts.
Yeah, I'm going with Washington. Kind of like you said, we had Chase Young back. Good connection from McLaurin. And I just don't believe in that Colts offense. I mean, Alex Pierce started looking good. Michael Pittman was looking good, but I just don't believe that Sam Ehlinger is going to be out there slinging the ball. They're going to be handing the ball off a lot, and I think Jonathan Taylor is going to see a lot of Chase Young.
It's going to be a tough first game for Ehlinger just because, we can say what we want about how bad Wentz is, but the Commanders have a good defense. They do have a good defense. So their defensive line is very good. All right, let's go Niners at Rams. Niners are by 1.5 in this game. Rams have the biggest monkey on their back when it comes to the Niners. They can't beat them. They struggle with them every time here. I think it continues. I think the Niners win this game. I think they go on the road, they win this game. I think the Rams' weakness matches up with the 49ers' strengths perfect. I mean, the Rams have troubles blocking for Stafford. The Niners can get to the quarterback with Bosa. I think that the Rams' secondary has Jalen Ramsey, but other than that, I think they have a tough time covering the Niners' weapons and how smart the Niners are with their weapons. Then you add Christian McCaffrey to the mix. I think now they've had more than just a few days with McCaffrey in their offense, they're going to drop some really cool stuff for him, kind of like you see them do with Juice Check or whatever his name is.
Yep.
I think they're going to do the same thing with McCaffrey, and it's going to get real interesting in that division if they win.
Yeah, Juice Check's out now. We just had finger surgery, but
so put McCaffrey right into that in the playbook. Just put 23 right there.
Yeah, I'm going with San Francisco as well. I think just like you said, I think giving CMC another week to get acquainted with that offensive playbook, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see what him and Debo can do. And LA has just been struggling all season, and I think they continue to struggle.
And I'm an NFC West guy, and it's crazy how weird our division is because everyone in our division has one team they can't beat. We can't beat the Rams. The Rams can't beat the Niners. The Niners can't beat us. Seattle just kind of out of the fold.
Seattle just upsets people for no reason.
They really do. They split with everyone. But the Niners win this one. I just, like, the Rams, I know they're on their bye week. I know they probably had a lot that they worked on. But still, that team was a one-hit wonder, I think. I think they're really starting to fall apart. You're going to see some trades, I think.
Yeah, go pick up OBJ. I don't know why they still haven't picked up OBJ.
OBJ said that they didn't reach out to him.
Yeah.
Sean McVay. So when they did the last Sunday night game, Niners-Rams, they were doing a little segment about OBJ, and Sean McVay said that OBJ's locker is still there, but yet they haven't even reached out to him. Yeah. So that's a little mind-baffling there.
He needs to be... He needs it served to him on a gold platter.
Yeah. Niners win this one, though.
All right, Giants at Seahawks. Seahawks favored by 3 in this game. I'm actually going Seahawks at home in this one. I think that the Giants, they're not gonna go 16-1. Okay, it's not gonna happen. I think the Seahawks are a good team. I think Geno is revamping his career. I think that he's playing himself into another contract, dude. He is. It's just so I'm going Seahawks in this game to beat the Giants.
Yeah, I was going to go Seahawks as well, but I think I'm going to change to the Giants. DK Metcalf's going to be out for the Seahawks, it's looking like. The Seahawks are at home, but I just think the Giants have a lot more weapons on that offense, which is kind of funny to say, but yeah, I think the Giants are just our team. Get the win.
This one was hard for me to choose because I like the Giants, but the Seahawks are playing super well right now. But you brought up a good point that the Giants aren't going to go, 16-1. I think Seattle wins this week without DK because they're at home. That's one of the hardest fields to play at. The 12th man is unreal there. Give me Geno, give me Seattle, give me the defense is going to look nice.
Also, Kenneth Walker's coming for that Rookie of the Year.
Walker is unreal.
But it's Sparty Hate Week. Go Blue.
I will say that I picked Breece Hall to be my Rookie of the Year before the year. Now it's Kenneth Walker because Breece Hall got hurt, so my pick gets to change automatically. I made that up.
All right, let's go Sunday night. Packers at Bills. Bills favored by 11.5. I'm keeping this one short and sweet.
Yeah.
Bills win this game.
Bills. Packers suck. They don't got the offense going right now.
Yeah, that Packers offense looked awful last week against
I think the
Washington.
Packers are going to turn around. They're gonna play this game tough, but I just think that I probably won't pick the Bills to lose any game on this podcast. I'm going to be honest. I don't think there's a matchup on here where I'm like the Bills are going to lose. But this does feel like one of the ones that the Packers pull out of nowhere just for no reason. But I'm going Bills. I had a friend tell me as well, shout out Nate, he also said the same thing. He says this feels like one that the Packers would just pull for no reason. I don't see it happening. I think the Bills win this game.
Yeah, the Bills are coming off a bye. They're going to be at home. It just doesn't make sense.
All right. Let's go. Well, do you have anything else to say about
No,
it?
that's it. That's just
Monday night.
See if the Bills played Arizona.
Monday night. Bengals at Browns. Bengals favored by 3.5 in this game. I like the Bengals. They turned it around, dude. They really have.
Yeah.
They that offense, what Joe Burrow just did in the first half is better than what I've seen Jared Goff do his entire career.
Was
with
it
the Lions.
395 yards in the first half? Or
It was
something
300, definitely 300 plus. I have him fantasy. He's nasty.
Unreal.
Yeah.
That offense is starting to click. I like it a lot. Give me the Bengals in this one.
Bengals, yep.
The Browns are starting to fade slowly, I think. They came back a little bit, or they kept it close with the Ravens, but I think they're starting to fade away, definitely. Just watching them.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bengals as well. I think Cleveland's kind of just coasting along, waiting for Watson to come back. You can only do so much when you are handing the ball off all the time, and I think the Bengals have the defense to kind of shut that down, and their offense with all the weapons the Bengals have on offense, I think they go ahead and get this one.
All right, fellas. That wraps it up. And with that being said, shout out to my guy Braylon Edwards. Go Blue. Beat Sparty.
Wow.
Shout out to Monte Ball, one of the unforgotten running backs from
That's
Wisconsin.
crazy. Shout out to Plexico Burris.
Damn.
Shout out to Sparty on my stream.
Oh
Right after I say that?
Sorry, man.
Hit Flex Go. And I already shouted him out once, I think.
Oh,
Give me this helmet.
It was the first person to think of. Darnell Dockett. Shout out Darnell Dockett.
Thank you for switching.
Don't switch this.
Alright. Like, subscribe. Stop what you're doing right now. Like the video. Subscribe. Share. Thank you guys. Tune in for another week. Shout out my guys. We're out.